So I'm busy cleaning up the frame rails, inspecting everything, and now I've discovered play on this radius arm. So I've got no choice now. I need to strip the radius arms out, get this bolt out, inspect that bush in there. There's play in there, we're going to have to look at that. Halted Oaks, my name is Duff, and I welcome you to Rad Rods for Africa. A small one-man shop in the middle of the forest where I realize rusty dreams. Okay, I've managed to crack this big old nut here that holds this bolt in place. Bolt's going through the beam. So yeah, the bolt is probably worn, and I'm pretty sure the bush or the opening, the hole in the beam is also worn. So after I get the bolt out, I'm probably going to have to take the whole beam out to sort that out. Let's see what we find. Well, I got the nut loose, but now the bolt is not moving, it's budging, it's frozen. So I think I'm just going to let it soak a while. See what happens. If that doesn't help, I will have to give it some heat, I suppose. And I managed to get this big ass old bolt out as well. It's quite a fight. You can see, if you look carefully, how worn it is. So to get the radius arm out, I need to take off the tie rod end. I've already undone the nut. So if I'm lucky and I give it a good whack here with the hammer, it should pop right off. Lucky, there it goes. Fantastic, so that's loose. I'm going to look at the radius arm next. So that's the back end of the radius arm. Sorry if I shake a bit, I'm lying on the floor. Yeah, it looks like the rubbers themselves is not too bad. You know, last night I was on the internet and I looked up the price of these rubbers in the States. Like it's only like $14 for a set for both sides. But to ship them here to South Africa from the States is another $65. So yeah, I don't know if that's worth it. But we'll take it out and see what they look like. I'm even considering making my own out of polyurethane, if need be. So I'm just going to clean up that thread there a little bit with a wire brush, give it a spray of WD-40, and then we see if we can get this one off. So I haven't got the right size socket for this bloody nut. I only got the spanner. So let's see if I can move it if I use the power of my leg. Yes. Little bit. It was probably the last time this nut was put on here was what, 40 odd years ago, I'm sure. Hasn't moved in 40 odd years. Okay, I got that nut off, and now I can just pull the whole thing forward and it should come out. There we go. So now that can come off and that's off. Now let's see, look at this. So yes, not only is the bolt worn, but I think the hole is also worn. So I'm going to have to take out this whole beam now, so that my mate can ream this and maybe put a bush in there. We'll get a new bolt so that we can sort out this mess. So So that beam from the left hand side wheel runs across here to the right hand side. Here's the bolt that keeps it in place, so it swivels around this bolt. There must be a rubber washer or something in there, or rubber bush I mean. So I must now take this bolt out, nut on the back, to pull the beam. There we go, the beam with my skew finger. That side's lying on the floor. Going up to there, I'm going to knock that bolt out now and hopefully it will drop. I've got it supported on the jack. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Bolt is out. Should be able to drop it now. No, it's not coming down. What's holding it? There we go. Done. Now we must inspect that rubber bushing, see what the state of that is. Well, there you go. I got the whole beam lying on the floor now. Radius arm. This massive bracket was for the front shock absorber. I'm not even sure that I want to fit two shocks anymore. I see all the normal F100s in the States is only got one shock. But anyway, this bush is in pretty good nick. I'm very happy about that. Same with the rubber bushes on the end of the radius arm, still in good nick too. Like I said, I'm happy about that because I wouldn't know where to find these parts in South Africa. I don't think I need to replace those. My problem is here. So here's a close-up of my problem. You can see that this bolt, a lot of movement there. The bolt is worn, you can see the marks there, and the hole is probably also worn. So I'm going to haul off this beam to my mate Andre at Toolmaker Pro. And we'll discuss what we can do to sort this out. Maybe you can ream this, put in a bush. I can get a new bolt. We'll sort it out somehow. At least my kingpins are good and there's no play here. I'm happy about that. Other shit's happening too behind the covers. My namesake here, the diff. Nicely cleaned up, painted, checked out the brakes, looks good. The brake drums look good. I'm actually quite amazed by all of that, but yes, it is. So the brakes is fine. Everything looks pretty good. The shoes are in good nick. So I'm pretty much ready to put this guy back as soon as I get my spring. And now I've got the whole front suspension lying on the floor in pieces. Never thought I'd go this far. But anyway, I think it's a good thing. I can clean it up nicely, go through everything, make sure everything's good. I'm going to replace the bearings, double check the rubbers. So we'll end up with a nice solid ride. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to hit that like button if you feel I've added value, or subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.